Hey everyone, this is Susan Augustin coming at you on a Friday afternoon doing a Facebook Live about how to do Facebook Lives. And the reason that I'm doing this today is because since I began this about a month and a half ago, many people have messaged me and asked me, do I have to do that? Can I still build a business if I don't do Facebook Live? And so I've talked privately with several people about that. Hello, Doreen. How's it going? I talked to several people privately about that idea and realized that there's a lot of people that are hesitant to do it. They have a feeling it might help. They're kind of hoping it won't help because if it doesn't help, then they don't have to do it. And I think we've probably all heard statistically that like the number one fear that people have is talking in front of people. And I think that's what being in a Facebook Live feels like to people is, oh my gosh, I'm up in front of, the classroom again. I'm on the spot. Hey, Leah, how's it going? And so they're not really comfortable with the idea of doing a Facebook Live. So I just wanted to do a little bit of training about a Facebook Live and how you should approach whether or not you should even do it or not. So this is a thought process that went into it for me. By one, I kind of got into it by default. As I've said before, I was in a coaching program and the coach challenged me and she said, hey, why don't you do a Facebook Live? And I said, okay. And she said, for 30 days. And I said, okay, you got it. Because I'm not really one to back down from a challenge. Hi, Jennifer. So I took on the challenge of the 30-day Facebook Live without knowing that without knowing what I was going to say for the next 30 days. And my initial thought was, well, you know what? There's been a lot of things that I've gone through in my life, hi Tara, that have been difficult, that have forced me to grow. And some of you that may not know my story, I was married for 27 years and then kind of abruptly became a single mom with 4 kids with no spousal support, and it forced me to do whatever I could to keep my family together, and that is what has pushed me into this industry, the direct selling industry. Hi, Leslie. Hello, Tara. And so that's my story, and I thought, you know what? I've learned a lot through the years, and there's many things that if I could tell somebody else that was going through this, I would like to say. So that really was my initial thought was, okay, I've got some things on my heart that I think would help people, so yeah, I'm going to go for it. And the thing is, you don't come on Facebook Live just because you like to hear yourself talk, although you might. But you want to come on with the idea of, I want to add value to people. Sorry about that. Hello, Tiffany. I want to add value to people's lives. I want to help people. And the purpose of a Facebook Live, if you are trying to build an online business, is to expand your audience. The goal with attraction marketing is to get people to know, like, and trust you. So that's the purpose of doing a Facebook Live, is to expand your audience so that people will feel more like they know you, even though, virtually we know each other, but we're probably rarely ever all face-to-face in person. But that's the purpose of it. And what doing Facebook Live consistently, especially like a 30-day, is going to do is accelerate your growth. It's going to accelerate the growth of your business. Not only that, you're going to now have videos that you can use to put in a lot of places. You can set up then your fan page. You can use them for YouTube Lives. You can do all types of things. You can boost them as they start to grow. And so there's many, many things you can do with these videos that you're creating from Facebook Live. So that's your first thing, is your purpose. You want to communicate with people. The question, do I have to? No, of course not. but it is going to accelerate your growth. So I strongly recommend it, even if you're not comfortable with it. And at the very end, I'm going to give you a tip of something that I did in the beginning that helped me so much to get going with it. So, hey, Matt, the next question is, are you ready? Are you ready to do a Facebook Live? And some people might think, well, no, because I'm not this and I'm not that. But you know what? Just if you're even at the point where you're ready to start doing Facebook Lives or thinking about it, you're ahead of a lot of people that have never done it. So you're always, anything you've learned now, you're ready to teach that to somebody else. Hey, Louie, how's it going? So are you ready? Are you ever going to be perfect? Absolutely not. And you've got to remember, the people that are in your audience are watching and thinking to themselves, could I do that? So if you come on as being perfect, that's going to scare people away to think, well, I could never do that. So these are kind of the tips that I've gone through with mine of just being authentic and honest with people. I'm authentic and I'm honest about my life, but I'm not brutally honest about absolutely everything, although my kids and my parents might think otherwise. I have told more than I thought I ever would. Hello, Mary. But the key is to be honest, but to kind of sprinkle that. You don't want to totally air all of the dirty laundry you have in life on Facebook Live. But you do want to be authentic and you do want to be real so that people feel like, oh, I could do that too. I did ask my coach when I first started, I said, I am a Christian. How much of that should I put in my Facebook Lives? And she said, if that's who you are, then you should say that in your Facebook Lives, because with attraction marketing, is everybody going to love what I have to say? Of course not. And that's not the point. The point is, attraction marketing is finding the people that my message makes sense to, that I can connect with, that I can help with, that want to work with me, that want to grow their business, and they like my life message. So I do sprinkle in my faith as well as other parts about my life, but I don't make it extremely about any one of those things. There's a balance there. How long should your posts be? I heard a statistic the other day that said that 18 minutes is, people definitely tap out at 18 minutes. So I try to have mine be around 10 minutes, maybe even a little bit less than that, because I respect people's time. I know that they're busy. I know when they're scrolling through Facebook, if they see my post is 2 hours long, it's like, oh, I don't have 2 hours to sit here and watch. So I try to make my content concise enough and helpful enough that they can get some bite-sized things that they can take away and that they can use. Hey, Leah, thanks for the comment. Hang on till the end because I've got a challenge for you. Hi, Bubba. How's it going? Okay, so how long should it be? About 18 minutes is the max, and I have found my ones that are like 5 or 6 minutes get really great feedback, because that's all the time people have. Just in closing it up, what kind of topics, what should you talk about? And that depends on what your purpose is. Obviously, if you're trying to build a business, you're going to want to educate people about business. If your point is something else, you could do topics about your life. I think that's a great place to start, is talk about your own life, your story, what brought you into this industry. People can identify with that. They want to be able to relate to you. So when I told my story about becoming a single mom, I got so much feedback from people that had gone through similar things. And again, when I shared my family issues about addiction and some other things that we've gone through, tons and tons of people connected with me that never would have dreamed that that's what had happened in my life. So you can sprinkle in a little bit about your life and your story. Business tips, things that you're passionate about, the things that really cause you to light up and get excited. Those are, you're going to see, those are the ones that are going to get the most reach. Personal growth, absolutely. What you're learning each day, that's where I get a lot of my material, because I listen to a morning wake-up call. I read, I have a devotional time. Hello, Lauren. And so all those different places are great to just get 3 or 4 quick tips that you can share. You might think, oh, I wouldn't have enough to share for 30 days. You'd be surprised. Motivational things, inspirational things, mindset. I love talking about thoughts and how our thoughts influence our lives and our actions. So that's one I love. Of course, spiritual things, you could read a poem, you could read a scripture. It doesn't have to be a long, heavy sermon. It can just be something from your heart that you want to share with the people that are going to be watching. Like I said, one of the main things that I always come across when I do, my approach is I do pray and I ask the Lord, what should I say that day? And I've gotten some really amazing feedback from people that said, what you said today was exactly what I needed to hear. So I love that. I love partnering to help people and to, make their lives better. And but this is what I want to do. I want to throw out a 30-day challenge for who on here, whenever you see this, wants to say to me, I want to do a 30-day Facebook challenge. And if you're really bold, put it in the comments. And if you're not so bold, message me and tell me what your hesitation is about it. But I would love to challenge you to go for it, to do 30 days, because in that 30 days, you are going to grow so much. Your audience is going to grow so much. You're going to grow as a person. Crazy things are going to happen to you from the feedback that you'll be getting. So I challenge you, do a 30 days in a row Facebook Live. And I've got one more secret for those of you that held on till the very end. This is a tip that I didn't know if I was going to tell or not, but I'm going to tell you anyway, because this will really, really help you to get started. In the beginning, when I first did it, I was very nervous. And I set my privacy setting, instead of being public, I put it for only me. And you still can record it exactly like you're going to be doing a Facebook Live. And if you are at a loss for words, or for some reason you start going down a rabbit trail that you didn't want to go down, you're like, oh, no, you can just simply stop and start another one. And then when you have it like you like it, you can change it from only me to public. And Facebook loves Facebook Lives. They distribute these things like crazy. So you're going to find that people that you didn't know were watching are going to be able to see your Facebook Live. Hello, Raven and Stephanie. So I would suggest that you take me up on the challenge, 30 days of Facebook Live, and I would love, love, love your feedback of how it's going, what's happening to you, what's changing for you personally and for your business. And like I said, the secret is just do only me for the first couple times till you get comfortable with it, because it is kind of distracting when a new name pops up in the little hearts, which I love, the hearts and the smiley faces and all that. It's encouraging now, but it does kind of get you off your track of your train of thought. And so do that in the beginning, but thank you. So again, your purpose to communicate to your audience. And you want to make sure, I didn't mention this, that you have a call to action. Every time you do it, you have a purpose for what your talk is for. Keep it brief, under 18 minutes, around 10 is good. You don't have to be perfect, and your topics can really be what you're passionate about, but have a plan in mind. What do I want my audience to do? And so that's it. I loved hearing the comments. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a safe, peaceful, wonderful weekend. God bless you all. Bye.